Today I am going to show you how I do each of the mazes. Let's get into it. So basically you start out in front of your old school, and that's basically what's going on. Let's get to the maze already, where we start off with Hiachi. There's a rare chance of Alcamento appearing, so here we go. Okay, so basically you have to get through this thing and go through here for the key. I'll speed this part up. Now you head to the second door, not the first door you see. Also, sorry the audio gets cut out occasionally. Now for the secondary key, to open up the door across from this one, you need to go through here. Grab this, walk away. Open this. Bam. I'll meet you guys in the maze. Just know if you are actually brand new to this, there is actually a jump scare at the bridge. I'll go ahead and speed this up. Oh my god. 3, 2, 1. You're welcome. She didn't fully load for me, that was actually kind of creepy. Now there's two different ways this can be done. So, first one's more safer route, in my opinion. Second one is more risky. Highly recommend listening for the heartbeat at this part. Let me go ahead and show the safer one first, and I'll restart the game and then go back in. And I'll show the more risky one. Now for the safer one, you go through over here, here, and then wait. You instantly go out, behind her, turn left, make a right, turn left. This door has a big button on it, and boom, you're through. Now I gotta make my second recording. If you guys wonder where the audio went, that's me putting in my AirPods so I can actually listen for things better, because this risky one, it requires a lot of hearing. Let's go. This one requires basically the same thing on getting into key. You go in. Now this section over keys. You listen for footsteps. And then you follow her. Highly recommend being careful during this process, because you can run out of sprint. And this requires being stupid. Get chased for 2 seconds and then run in instantly. Now, I highly don't recommend doing that unless you have lots of experience with them. That actually got scared me because I took a bit to open up the door. I usually hang out a little closer behind her, but I was just expressing what you guys should do. Now, next up to She's a Maze, and I'm going to speed this up. Fun fact, her name was actually Flower in Japanese. Talk to the farmer. Do not talk to the farmer, that actually kind of wastes time. And as you guys see, there's 2 caves in distance. You gotta take one or the other, and I usually take the one on the right because I personally find it easier, and I don't know why. And again, I know which statues move, which ones don't. I go in running like a lunatic, and I have played with other people who are more cautious than I am. I usually know exactly what to do. Now, I actually recall watching a video from Yuma Gaming. You guys may know her if you're into the Mimic. But I personally watched one of her YouTube shorts, and it was basically comparing the Mimic Classic to the Mimic Revamp, which I'm currently playing the Revamp. And I actually said, I don't know if I would be considered an OG, considering I have played the old game. I don't even think Night Mode was out yet. considering I was playing when it was just Controls Chapter 1. And she said, yeah, I am an OG. And then I just left because I was a little coward at the time. So yeah, don't mind the rambling. I'm trying to at least add something to the middle of this. Hope you guys actually watched that. Some of the statues move. I think there are like maybe 4 of them move. You open that up, and you can actually play with the door if you want to. If you want to entertain yourself. Just know you can no-clip through the floor and end up oofing. This is Kuriko, and now I'm going to show you how to survive Biwaki. Now we're in the maze where we had to deal with Biwaki, aka Hana, and Kuriko. Jump scare, by the way. Ignore talking to this dude, and I recommend going in this way. Hana is actually really easy to evade. Sometimes she'll end up being on the left, sometimes she'll end up being on your right. And she's actually got a tiny hitbox unless you run straight into her. So yeah. This is Hana. You can just run right past her. She'll stop where you once stood. And she's actually really slow. The one you need to actually worry about is Kuriko. Yes, there's a jump scare here too. And I think you need to be facing this way to be able to face the other side of the elevator. Exactly. Now, Kuriko is a little more difficult. I'll speed up the part where we actually get to her. Okay. So she cannot pass here legally. Now, I'm not going to take my risks because I am showing this for new people. That's Kuriko right there. You beware. You're being careful of that. Because sometimes she does come down that hallway. But sometimes she doubles back and goes back down this hallway. Or she'll end up finding another way around. So I highly recommend being careful at this part. And this is what I'm showing when you're not risky. If you're a risk taker like me, you'll usually just go for it. And as you can see, you just saw Kuriko run by. Crawl by. Therefore, she isn't too much of a worry right now. And bam, you're at this part. I actually got scared for a second. I think she was passing by over there. And then you usually have to wait over here. I'm not really big on risk taking over here because she's got a massive hitbox. And now you're dealing with Kuriko on the ceiling, but this side is actually really simple. You go right, straight forward until you meet the dead end, left until you meet the dead end, then right, and then turn left again into the elevator area, and then done. You're done. The only reason I'm recording my own tips and tricks with this is mainly because I wanted people to not suffer, and one of my friends asked me to make a video on this so she can get past Shock Abomination and Hirosa. And you can actually stalk behind her, just don't get too close because you can end up getting oofed. And then, well, here we are. You are done with the maze. Successfully. Congratulations. That would be all for Chapter 1. And I'll see you guys in Part 2 where I do Chapter 2.